Let's be real. Most of us are using Google's free apps, Gmail, Docs, Drive, pretty much every single day. And they're fantastic tools, but what if I told you that's only like half the story? See, there's a paid professional version called Google Workspace, and it is so much more than just a couple of extra bells and whistles. Today, we're going to dig into what you're really getting when you decide to go pro.
All right, let's just jump right into the big question, the one that's on everybody's mind. If these tools are already free and they work great, why on earth would you pay for them? And that is a totally fair question. The answer, though, is surprisingly deep. It's really about transforming the individual tools you already know into a powerful system that you can actually control.
And this right here, this just illustrates the core difference perfectly. Think of the free apps you use as your own personal toolbox. You got a hammer, a screwdriver, a wrench, all amazing for your own individual projects. Google Workspace, on the other hand, well, that's like a fully equipped professional workshop. All the tools are designed to work together, they're centrally managed, and they're built for a whole team to collaborate safely and get real work done.
So let's start with what's familiar, right? The very first layer of value you get with Workspace is that it takes the apps you're already using every day and just gives them a massive professional upgrade. Workspace basically organizes everything you do into 4 key areas: how you talk to people, the stuff you create, where you keep it all, and now how AI can help you do all of that way faster. So let's check out the upgrades you get in each of these categories. Okay, right off the bat, the first thing you're going to notice is the immediate professional boost. Instead of a generic @gmail.com address, you get an email at your very own domain. That's a huge bump in credibility. But beyond that, your meetings get a serious power-up. You can host way more people, you can record the whole session for anyone who couldn't make it, and you can even use AI noise cancellation to make sure you sound crystal clear.
Now, on the creation side, it's all about making collaboration better. I mean, sure, you can collaborate on the free version of Docs, but Workspace just makes it so much more solid. It handles Microsoft Office files without breaking a sweat, and this one is a really big deal. It gives you unlimited version history. That means you can literally rewind any document to any point in its past. Trust me, it's an absolute lifesaver when you need to undo a major mistake.
This brings us to what I think is a total game changer: shared drives. See, with a free account, if you create a file, it belongs to you. If you leave the company, well, your files might just walk out the door with you. Shared drives completely flips that around. Files belong to the team, not to one person. That is such a critical shift, moving from just personal storage to creating a true, lasting memory for your whole organization.
And just when you thought the tools couldn't get any more powerful, Google went and plugged its AI, Gemini, directly into the whole suite. And we're not just talking about some chatbot in the corner. This thing is a productivity engine.
I mean, just look at what this thing can do. Gemini can draft a professional reply to an email for you. It can summarize a 20-page report into a few key bullet points. It can generate custom images for your presentation, or even write complex formulas in a spreadsheet, just by you telling it what you want. It's literally like having an expert assistant sitting right next to you, inside every single app.
But the upgrades go way beyond just the features. Workspace is also designed to fundamentally change how your business or your project presents itself to the rest of the world.
This slide, I mean, it says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got an email address that kind of screams side hustle or just starting out. On the right, you have a professional, credible address that builds instant trust with your clients and partners. Honestly, for a lot of people, this one feature is worth the price of admission all by itself.
And that consistency just carries across everything you do, creating this unified professional brand. And here's a huge bonus that people often forget about. The entire experience is completely ad-free for everyone on your team. No distractions, no clutter, just pure focus on getting your work done.
Okay, so we've talked about better features and slicker branding, but now we get to the absolute core of what Google Workspace is all about. This is what I like to call the business brain, that centralized control panel that turns a bunch of apps into a secure, manageable, professional system.
And let's just be really direct about this. The upgraded features are great for sure, but this is the real product. The ability to manage, secure, and control your organization's data, that is the #1 reason businesses choose to pay for Workspace.
So the admin console gives you what I call the 4 pillars of control. You can manage exactly who has access to your data. You can protect that data on employees' phones and laptops. You can enforce security rules to prevent bad things from happening. And you can make sure your data is handled in a way that meets all the legal requirements. This is serious, enterprise-level power, but made simple.
And the security under the hood is just
It's robust. We're talking about AI that spots threats before they even get to your inbox, your data being fully encrypted all the time, and a guaranteed uptime of 99.9%. You're basically getting a world-class security team as part of the package.
Now, for a lot of businesses, this tool right here is an absolute non-negotiable. Google Vault is basically a secure, searchable archive for all of your company's digital communications. So if you ever, say, face a legal issue or an audit, Vault lets you find exactly what you need right when you need it. It is a critical tool for managing risk. And, if anything ever does go wrong, you are not out there on your own. With Workspace, you have access to a dedicated support team around the clock, 365 days a year. That kind of peace of mind is just incredibly valuable when your entire business relies on these tools to function.
So, after all of that, the big question remains, is this actually for you? Let's try and connect all these powerful features to the kinds of teams that really get the most out of it.
Well, if you're a small or medium-sized business, a startup that's planning to grow, a freelancer trying to build a serious brand, or really any team that works remotely, Workspace is pretty much designed with you in mind. It gives you all the power of a major corporation's IT department, but without all the complexity and cost. And what's really cool is that it's built to scale right alongside you. You can start small, maybe with 30 gigs of storage per person, and then as your team and your needs grow, you can easily upgrade to plans that give you massive amounts of pooled storage. We're talking terabytes for your whole team to share.
This quote really just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? Google Workspace gives you the security, the control, and the collaborative power of a giant company. But it's all in a package that's simple enough for a team of 2 to manage effectively.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Are the apps you're using today just a random collection of tools in a toolbox? Or are they an integrated, secure, and professional system, a real workshop that can help your organization truly build something great? Because that, right there, is the difference Google Workspace offers.